For those of you who are interested in the mayoral race in Atlanta, Georgia, Keisha Lance Bottoms won the election by a little over 750 votes. She won it over a white Republican dressed in independent clothing. And that Republican is now actively advertising for voter fraud. Now, the white Republican's name is Mary Bottoms, and this is the second time that she's lost the race for Atlanta by less than 800 votes. She lost to Kasim Reed 8 years ago, and it's happened again to her. But check it out. She is trying to pull a quote-unquote Donald Trump, which in my mind confirms that she's nothing but a goddamn Republican. But I digress. Here's this particular story. Check it out.
And here's what's interesting about, first, do you have the next headline or not? Okay, yeah. So let's talk about Atlanta, where Mary Norwood, Robert Patillo's candidate for run for mayor, yep. She said, what's up? I
apologize. It was Mary Norwood, not Mary Bottoms. It was Keisha Lance Bottoms, not, and the other person, the white woman, is Mary Norwood.
We need to find some voter fraud. She tweeted this: many voters have come forward to describe the administrative problems and voter intimidation that occurred on Election Day. If you experienced a problem when you cast your vote, contact the Secretary of State using their Stop Voter Fraud website, end quote. The type race ultimately came down to a 50-50 split between her and Keisha Lance Bottoms, with Bottoms taking a 759 vote lead. She, of course, is the mayor-elect. Norwood has already requested a recall and for the inclusion of...
That's a recount, not a recall.
...provisional ballots. But election officials say the remaining group of 540 votes wouldn't be enough to win. Mayor-elect Bottoms responded to Norwood's tweet by saying her transition team is preparing to lead Atlanta on day one. She also said, quote, the voters have spoken, and from a clear and decisive victory, Mayor-elect Bottoms will be the 60th mayor of Atlanta. The campaign is over. The time for governing has begun. Robert, should Mary give it up?
She should give it up. I understand why she's doing it. This is the second time in 8 years that she's lost by 700 votes. Remember, she lost to Mayor Reed by right around 700 votes in 2009. She lost by 700 votes this time. But what she should do is concentrate on taking that 50% of Atlanta that has supported her in 2 straight elections and finding out how to turn that into a political coalition that can effectuate change. She probably isn't running again in the future, but what she can have is a strong voice in the future leadership of the city. There's no reason to drag this election process out, but Atlanta has a lot of real problems with regards to gentrification, crime, development, economic opportunity. So use your 50% of the city to push that agenda.
All right, folks. Christmas comes early for Chicago Public Schools thanks to...
All right, so just another in the long line of even when a black person wins, you got to find a illegitimate reason for that win.